Got some new friends here from humble origins, Malvika and Ushma. They are founders with fire, and not only fire, with flavor. So they've created this really cool brand that is helping people live healthy, more non toxic, but moreover, just spice up their life. They are sourcing some of the coolest, rarest ingredients direct from the source. Can't wait to share you with them and them with you. Tell us about Humble Origins and why what you guys do is so important.
Humble Origins is just important to us because of where we are in our life stages. We're both moms, wives. We are both career oriented, ambitious women. And as we've gotten older, we've realized that it's really important what we are feeding ourselves, but also feeding our families and our friends and those around us. So the brand really just came about with us talking about why it's important to start eating clean, especially as it affects our health. So that's why it's really important to us because we know eating clean is the biggest thing. And where from there is just Malvika and I talking about what's important to us, where we should be, what we should be eating, and where can we get it from.
So the way it came across was so we were searching for clean ingredients because for me, I always thought as a family we ate healthy, but we still had issues and we couldn't figure out why. Because I am the type of person that cooks, most of the week, and my husband cooks as well. So what ended up happening was when we started traveling a bit more, we did realize that a lot of the issues we had with our gut in this country, I did not have it in other countries, and we'd eat the same breads, croissants, baked goods. So, to Ushma's point, then when we came back, we started researching, okay, what is going on with our food? And we all know our ingredients are not the best. So we kind of dove in into, okay, so how can we balance ourselves from the inside out? Not necessarily change a whole diet, but just use clean ingredients to kind of, balance you.
Mhm.
So we found a very good family friend, and he already started incorporating these ingredients in his diet before we even touched on it. And through his education, talking to him, through our research, we came up with our first line of products.
Well, tell us walk us through some of the hero products, some of the products people can find at trulyfree.com and why they're so important. Because I know some of the ingredients that you guys choose are so meticulously curated.
Mhm.
So walk us through some of the biggest, the biggest sellers, the most important things that people should literally click off and
Yeah,
go buy right after.
absolutely. So, our hero ingredient, I would say, is a golden lacadong turmeric. Now, the reason this turmeric is so important is because it's not like the turmerics you get in the grocery stores here. Number one, it's got over 7.5% curcumin. And if anyone knows what curcumin is, it's what gives turmeric its potency and its aroma. The ones you get in stores here only have up to 2 to 3%. So, right there, that is huge. Now, the other thing our turmeric also has is it's grown traditionally. There are no chemicals at all, no pesticides being used, and we get all our turmeric tested as well. They are grown by mostly women led farms, and that's the reason we source from where we do because a lot of the farms, not all, but a lot of the farms are women owned, so we're trying to support them as well. And one of the other reasons is also our turmeric has a GI tag.
Yeah, what a GI tag is it's called a geographical indication tag. So what that means is that, and it's not like the entire region has a geographical indication tag. It is just specific products from that region of wherever it's from, right? So it doesn't necessarily mean that only products from Northeast India have these tags. Products anywhere can have a geographical indication tag. But because the Lackadan turmeric is so unique to this region, they have claimed it, right? It's almost like getting a patent on it, that you can only get Lackadan turmeric from this specific geography in this region of the world or the country. So it's really hard to get a geographical indication tag. So if somebody else tells you, hey, we have Lackadan turmeric, first thing you need to ask them is, does it have a geographical indication tag? And if they say, well, I don't know what that is, then you know it's not real. So, it's really important to know where your products are coming from, right? Transparency is so important because what we're realizing, again, clean ingredients aren't when somebody says they've got a clean ingredient, is it really? How do we know? Let's get it tested. Let's see where it's coming from. So, like Malvika said, this turmeric has 7.5% curcumin, but depending on the batch that we order, it could have anywhere up to 12%. So the current batch that we have in our inventory right now is actually at 8.2%. That also tells you that we get everything tested and we're ordering in small batches. So with this hero product, we've also developed a medley is what we call it. It's a immunity medley that's made with the Lacodon turmeric, Makir ginger, which is also native to this part of the world, their cinnamon, their cardamom, as well as their long pepper. And this immunity blend it's kind of a tradition, I guess, like it's passed down through our ancestors. It's called as Americans would know it as a golden milk, right? I'm sure everybody in this room has heard of golden milk, but that's what this product really is. It's an immunity drink that is main product, the main ingredient is the Lacodon turmeric at that high level of curcumin in it.
Mm. You guys mentioned testing a bunch. What is the things that you're just testing for curcumin percentage, or the other things that you're testing for?
No, we're testing for pesticides. We're testing, of course, for curcumin as well. We're testing for E. coli. We're testing for mold. We're testing for certain funguses. So whatever test you can think of, like there is a specific test that's US based. So it's a test of, I'd say, about 8 pages long. So we've tested for everything under the sun for this turmeric because it is our main ingredient.
Yeah, lead is another big part of that, right?
Yes.
Because you hear a lot of that, especially in
Mhm.
cinnamon. And that is actually one of the biggest reasons that we decided to research cinnamon from this area of the world too, is this cinnamon has 0 traces of lead in it. And, it's not like people are personally putting lead in ingredients and selling them. It's really about the environment that it's grown in. If it's grown in a clean environment, it's probably gonna be lead-free. If it's not a clean environment, it's probably gonna have some lead in it.
Now, are you guys sourcing, because I've done a little research over the years on cinnamon, because cinnamon's actually a very misunderstood ingredient, right? Because I believe there's Ceylon and there's cassia, right? So, are you guys using cassia or are you guys using Ceylon?
We are using cassia right now just because of where it's grown. So it's grown again in Meghalaya and it's grown in the wild. So with cinnamon as well, you notice a difference between ours. It's grown in cooler temperatures, so the flavor profile and the smell is completely different. It's a lot more potent, a lot stronger, and we get our cinnamon tested as well. So yeah, we've covered all our bases and we like our cinnamon because it is grown in cooler temperatures versus your traditional cinnamon you get here that's grown in hotter temperatures.
So there is a difference then between
Mhm,
cassia grown and
mhm,
cold, or like the stuff you would get at a big box store or at a
right.
private label supermarket. I didn't know there was really that big of a difference.
Oh, it's a huge difference, and like at least personally for us, because when we go out and we sell our cinnamon, all we have to do is have people smell our cinnamon and they're hooked. They're like, "Oh my gosh, this smells completely different. It's stronger." And we've had a lot of repeat customers that come for cinnamon because they're like, it just tastes completely different. And it's just a lot more potent.
Love it. Super
Yeah.
cool.
Mhm,
Curious, what are the other really amazing products? Obviously, the golden milk tea,
mhm.
incredible. What other things that people should be on the lookout for?
So the other blend, and I'm gonna have Ushma explain this further. The other blend is called Natural Harmony Medley. The main base is a market ginger, but the history behind it is pretty cool. And it comes from Ushma's grandma. So Ushma, why don't you go ahead and explain that one?
Yeah, it is kind of cool. Just growing up, being of Indian heritage, we drink chai all the time. One of the I guess the flavoring in chai is like a chai masala, right? Which is cardamom and ginger and cinnamon and all the things. So my grandmother had made her own blend, and it's got 8 different ingredients in it, which we source them all from Northeast India. And, when we started looking into these clean ingredients, I told my mom, I was like, why don't you try to make this blend with these pure clean ingredients now? And so we made it, and it just made the world of difference. So again, growing up, grandmother put it in our chai, my mom put it in our chai. So that's actually how we sell it now, right? Because we're not selling tea. We are actually selling this blend that's made of the ginger, and the ginger is so good for your gut, right? It's great for digestion. It's great for gut. The cinnamon in it is great for your, blood sugar. There's so many other benefits to the black pepper that we use. It's actually a long pepper that again is great for your gut. So what used to be just this traditional mix for mom's chai and grandmother's milk she gave us has turned into a medley that's actually very healthy for you, and it's not just consumed in one way. So when we are having folks test it, we actually make it in a hot milk during the summer or during the winter, and in the summer we're making it into a cold shake. We've also started using it in baking. So when a recipe calls for a spice blend, right, like a nutmeg and all that stuff, we're actually using this spice blend in cookies and cakes and things like that. And it's great in a carrot cake, by the way.
Sounds
So
amazing.
yeah, and again, it's just using cleaner ingredients in your everyday cooking.
This medley makes an excellent, excellent ginger latte. And that's what she's talking about.
Yeah,
This is
that's what
what
we
we give
call
people
it.
the best. Yeah, so we call it a ginger latte, and people love it. And it can be served hot or cold. That's what makes it so
I'm sure
versatile.
it's probably a lot healthier than the artificial pumpkin spice stuff that people drink.
Absolutely. I mean, thinking of pumpkin spice, we made some pumpkin cookies during the fall, and they were a hit. We made them at different markets. Now we don't sell the
Well, you
cookies.
didn't send any to the office, so I don't believe
Well,
you.
next time.
Next time.
I don't believe you. Maybe you can make me a believer this coming fall.
Well, there you go.
And ship
We don't
some
have to
here.
wait till fall. We can send it soon.
I appreciate that. I'm sure lots of people here in the office will go crazy for it because everyone here in the company is super fired up about Humble Origins and your brand. So wouldn't surprise me if they're excited about your cookies too. But tell me this, like as you guys are coming up and growing, you got this vibrant startup, you guys are growing fast. I think you're gonna really blow up on Truly Free in the next few years. Like, what are the things that you've been struggling with? Any big breakthroughs that you guys are in need of? If there's like, if I can just get this one thing figured out, man, it would unlock so many things. What would that be?
So I think I'd say our main pain point right now is distribution. And that's where I think Truly Free could step in and help with that, right? Because you guys already have I guess, a database or platform that has like-minded people on it, your consumers. So, this brand is more for the health conscious people, and it's also for people that want to just, eat healthier ingredients. So I'd say distribution is one thing where we definitely need some help on.
Yeah, and I think that also comes down because of education,
Mhm.
right? Like, hopefully, Stephen, we've actually informed you or taught you something new today, right? And as we talk to more and more customers and even different retailers out there, they get so excited and they're like, but it's so hard to explain. I mean, they're simple, humble ingredients, but it's the idea of why buy something that's $3.99 off the shelf versus a quality ingredient that's going to cost you a little bit more, right? It's that education that's really been challenging of how do we get that across. So again, with a platform like Truly Free, where you do have like-minded customers, I feel like that message could resonate faster and hopefully spread.
And not only resonate, but you have the ability through Truly Free Social, in the next few weeks, we're releasing live selling and live shopping where you could literally have your own like webcast, live cast, showing people in the kitchen what you're doing, how you're doing it, having a cooking show, having a tea party, having a cookie bake off, whatever that is. And now you can like intersect the person by giving, the truly free member education, inspiration, a little entertainment, and a great deal on your products while they're there watching you bake your favorite cookie or making a shake or making a latte, whatever that is. And
Yeah.
that's the reason why we created this platform. I mean, 5 years ago, it was just a crazy idea. What if a mission driven company like Humble Origins can acquire a customer and keep them and not worry that their brand and their data would be pirated to a foreign hack where they could build lifetime value relationship? And that was like the first of hundreds of questions. What if it could do this? And what if it could do this? And obviously no one ever did this before, so we did it. And after almost 5 years of building this dream, we're acquiring hundreds of thousands of users, and it's just wild, right? And now great brands like yours are now joining and helping people at Truly Free live a healthier, sustainable, non-toxic life, and being fully transparent. Like, meet the founders. How many, consumers have the luxury of meeting and building a relationship with the person that they're trusting?
Mhm.
Very few today, and like your family back in India, there was a day when they brought to market and the buyer met the farmer and they had a relationship.
Right.
And now they can have that again through this ecosystem and meet incredible founders and leaders like you that are helping them live, a safe and a healthier life. So, kudos to you guys. Tell me this, is there anything that, that you wish, the Truly Free family knew that they don't know? Is there anything that, and I wish I could just say this and let people know this one thing, whether that's about ingredients or exposing the junk of the supermarket? Is there anything that you wish that they would know?
I mean, there's one thing I know I wish that people would understand or know is it's not difficult to eat clean, right?
Mhm.
Like, I feel like there's this conception that because the doctor told me I have to lose weight or I have to start doing this because my cholesterol is high or whatnot, all that stuff can be controlled from the beginning, and it's not hard. You don't have to change the way you're living. You don't have to change everything and just to figure out this new diet.
Mm,
You can start small by just incorporating clean ingredients and researching the ingredients you're putting in your everyday cooking, right? So at Humble Origins, that's what we're trying to really get across that it's humble, it's simple. Our farmers are humble. We're humble. You don't have to like have this extravagant diet, this plan that's really just complicated. So if we want anybody, one thing just for the consumers to take away is be consistent in eating clean. Consistency is huge, right? Don't just use our turmeric or our cinnamon or our immunity blend or our harmony blend for a week and say, "Oh, I'm not feeling a difference." Well, that's not going to happen. Malvika and I used these products for a good like 6 months to a year before we're like, yeah, we're totally gonna do this. Like we are brought in. I mean, I'll tell you, like we get sick, everybody gets sick, right? But we recover so much faster now. My girls haven't had to come home from school sick or stay home from school in a good 2 years now because they love these products. They are consuming them. Teenage daughters, it's hard to get them to do anything, but they tell me, they're like, "Mom, I haven't had the immunity blend and I feel it. I need to drink some." Malvika's son went to college and he took some with him, right? So it's hard to get people, and people think turmeric doesn't taste good. Well, it does when it's clean. It actually does taste good when it's clean. So I really would love people to know that it's not hard to eat clean and it's not expensive.
Yeah, and it's very simple. So these are the ingredients you can incorporate in your everyday meals. It's not something where you need, a huge recipe for. It's not as time consuming because you can easily make an immunity shot. You could put it in your smoothies. You can put it in your waffles. You can put it in your pancakes. So they're very easy and very versatile to incorporate in everyday routine meals.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of recipes on our website, and, if Steven, if you've been to the site, we have what we call our
mhm.
triple power waffles, right? My daughter one
Mhm.
day decided to put turmeric, ginger, and cinnamon in the waffles that she was making, and they tasted great. The
Yeah.
cinnamon, the aroma, the taste is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
But, we made a cake out of it, we made a dressing out of this, like, it is easy ways to incorporate, and or just take a bottle of water, put some immunity blend in it, and take a shot every day, like, it could
Mhm.
be that
So
easy.
good.
Yeah, it's so easy.
Love that. And I would certainly encourage you guys, as Truly Free Social and, live shopping and live selling, goes live, no pun intended, here in the next few weeks. Really take advantage of that. And as you guys are living your life, doesn't have to be fancy. It just needs to be functional. And
Yeah,
make sure you get that message out. I think it's so
yeah,
refreshing, for an everyday person like me to watch an everyday person like you who've created something special. Hey, I created this. Here's why I created it. Here's what I'm doing today. I'm making pancakes. I'm making waffles. I'm making a tea. I'm taking a shot. And the more education that you can give to people, they're going to follow you, right? Because you can't manufacture authenticity, and
yeah,
we're living in a very inauthentic world. And I
Right.
think everyday people are just clamoring to get behind and support, brands like Humble Origins and leaders like you guys. So
Yeah.
I'm so honored that you guys chose Truly Free as a growth partner. We know you guys are going to blow up. We're going to work our tails off to spread your message to as many people as we possibly can. So thank you today for today's conversation. It was such an honor. So happy that you're here with us and excited to see what Humble Origins is going to do on trulyfree.com over the next few years. Guys, I
Thank,
appreciate you so much. God bless, and we will talk soon. Bye for now.
yeah,
Thank
thank you,
you so
Stephen.
much.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
You got it.